Welcome to the third episode of In the Den with MusaMajic. I'm here. It's your boy MusaMajic. And I'm here with my man Nimbus there. What's up, Nimbus? How you doing?
What's going on, everybody? Jonathan, everybody call me Nimbus though.
How you doing, man? How's everything going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Last semester of school. Then
Word.
I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get straight into it. Nimbus. Where did you get Nimbus from? Talk to me about that.
Oh man.
Because you had a couple name changes.
Yeah, I've had a couple name changes. First name change was Sephiroth Nimbus, and that's like I come from an anime background, kind of like RPG, like role-playing games. So Sephiroth's one of the bad guys from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Pretty much Nimbus is the Nimbus Cloud from Dragon Ball Z.
Word.
I put them both together. Sephiroth was a bad fly guy and like thing. So pretty much Nimbus is a bad fly guy.
Okay. So you have a lot of Nimbus, or not? Excuse me. You have a lot of anime influenced rhymes and stuff. So like, tell me how has anime really affected your early start rap career?
Well, a lot actually, a lot. Well, for one, like I never really liked sports, so that's why you might not hear that many sports references in my music. I play basketball for fun, football and everything, but a lot of sports references, like Wally, the sports references. I do more so anime references, things like I like Death Note, Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, to name a couple.
Okay.
But I just like animes like that. That's kind of what interested me when I was younger. So that's kind of where it came from.
Okay. What's your favorite anime?
Cowboy Bebop. Stylistically, conceptually, everything about it's beautiful. It's about it. You ever heard of Cowboy Bebop?
Yes, I have heard of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, look, you know.
Adult Swim.
Yeah, definitely. I used to watch when I was younger, then I went back when I got older, watched it again. And like just everything about it, from the jazz, like induced like soundtrack to everything conceptually, it's beautiful. Beautiful anime.
Word. I was watching a couple of your videos, and something that stuck out to me was Pepe Le Pew. The location for Pepe Le Pew is crazy.
Oh man,
is that America? Like, where did you shoot that?
It's in Cali. We went to Cali last year for spring break. Me, my homie Jigga Griffin, my homie Walid, he's my manager. Jason, Paper Supply TV, I work with them. I told you about them earlier. And who else went with us? My man Dennis. My man Dennis actually has a book called Amagumo 23, based after my rap persona, 133 pages, anime that we want to get adopted into an anime. I don't know if I touched on that either.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. You talked about Paper Supply TV. Right. They direct a lot of your videos. Make sure I look up Paper Supply TV.
Yeah.
Their visuals are dope. So like, how did you link up with them?
That's actually it's a funny story. I was at Ocean City with my man's Griffin again, who's like my best friend. And I was like, yo, my man's Bubba actually hit me. He was like, yo, these guys are making these crazy visuals. You need to link with them. So I was like, oh man, they are. So this is back when I just had a mixtape. Like, yo, I gotta approach this dude like real good. I didn't want to just go like, yo, how much a video is. Like, they don't like that. I was like, I actually looked like I had a whole like thesis statement. Like, how am I gonna approach this guy? So I hit him up on his email and everything. And I was like, yo, man, I admire your work. It's beautiful. He called me, so I'm gonna call you tomorrow. We talked for like 30 minutes, and the rest is history. We started working together like on everything. Like they do all my projects.
Yeah, I see. I have a lot of videos together, but the videos are all popping.
Oh,
like it's popping edits, popping visuals. Like that location.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm gonna give you a secret. It was in Cali. It was parts of it shot in Ocean City, Maryland.
Okay.
Malibu. And this place called Pyramid Lake in the Valley of California. Okay,
speaking of the visual, I just saw this video that you showed me, the never before seen Wax.
Oh,
and I think Wax might be my favorite song from you. Why didn't you release the visuals for Wax? Because those are dope. Like, talk to me about that.
Well, I like the song Wax. I love the song Wax, and I love the video too, but like, we kind of wanted to go with it. We wanted to be a little more satirical.
Okay.
And when I looked at the video, it was like, I looked a little more serious. Like, like, I do a lot of stuff, so like I rap, I creative direct and do a lot of things like that. So I don't want people to like only think I'm just doing rap. So I don't want to like position myself as just a rapper.
Word.
So that's why I didn't drop the video and everything. But it's a great video. It's a cool video. Shout out to Ilnada. She did that for me. She's a great director.
Different
too.
director?
Different director than Paper Supply. That might be the real reason why, like, I kind of want to keep that continuity going.
Definitely. Nowadays there's a lot of rappers who are highly into fashion. You got your ASAPs, your Kanyes, and I noticed that you are definitely into your sense of fashion. So how do you think fashion plays out in today's hip hop, and where do you stand in that?
I think it plays a very big part because MF Doom, let me touch on MF Doom. MF Doom is one of my favorite artists.
Word.
And what MF Doom like embodies to me is just strictly music. He put on the mask to wear the mask, saying that he saw the culture going in a more image-induced way. So he said, you know what, I'm gonna wear this mask. All you're gonna mess with is these bars I'm spitting. That's all you're gonna like. You're not gonna know what I look like. I'm gonna dress in some big polos. I'm gonna have grease stains on my shirt, all that. And that's what he was gonna do. So I like the image part of fashion. Like I always grew up like I used to get made fun of for having busted shoes. So that's kind of what it means to me. But like I also like the part of like hip hop that like still it's strictly just raw, like that Cole rawness, Kendrick rawness. But fashion plays a big part for me. Like even in the anime that we're actually trying to get, like all the bad guys are named after fashion houses. So like you got one guy named like Dark Shadow, that's after Rick Owens, like the collection and stuff like that. And we put a lot of thought into all this stuff that we're doing right now.
Okay. A lot of people say you can't be hip hop and be the flyest, most fashionable person into fashion. Do you agree with that statement?
No, I don't agree with that at all. Don't agree with that at all. You got Rocky, you got Ferg. Ferg is so versatile. You got ASAP Ferg, because ASAP Ferg is very versatile. Like he can get on a Skrillex beat or rap on a very trill wave type beat and anything like that. So you can be into fashion and still be hip hop. Even Kendrick. Kendrick's probably the most hip hop thing we have right now, and he's like, you know, he's still a very fashionable guy.
Word. So where do you get your musical influences from? I heard you talk a little bit about ASAP and Doom. Mm-hmm. Where does Nimbus get his musical influences from? Because you got a very, very unique sound.
Okay, well, I watch a lot of, like I said, I watch a lot of anime. Mm-hmm. My friend passed away in 2011. He drowned, so he taught me everything I know about hip hop. So a lot of sessions back in the day on what we used to rap about. So I try to always like collectively put that into my music. Yeah. My style, I look at people like Doom, Kendrick, Kanye. I like funny stuff. So like I kind of put I like to put a lot of wit and jokes into my music and everything. Like little one-line zingers like like things like that. Yeah.
Okay. It sounded like a hip hop comedian or
exactly,
something.
Yeah. I think that's what Kanye does a lot the most. Like he'll give you one bar that's kind of like very serious, but then the last bar will be kind of joking. So I like that.
Okay. Really quickly touching on some current events. It's a little off topic, but I want to know how you feel about that. I believe a couple of days ago, Beyonce lost Best Album to Beck. Right. Beck had a good album, by the way. Yeah. Beyonce's album was fire. And Kanye said that Beck needs to respect artistry and give his award to Beyonce. How do you feel about that? Okay,
I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't listen to Beck's album. I actually want to give it a listen now after I read I researched what had happened. Yeah. The dude I heard he plays 14 instruments.
Yeah, I read that too.
That's ridiculous. I don't know anybody who knows how to play 14 instruments. So you can't say that you don't respect artistry and somebody's playing 14 instruments. That's art. That's art. I just started making beats, so like, I'm proud of myself for doing that. So like, Beyonce's album was great with the drop and everything, but I feel like if you look at it from a bigger perspective, like, if you look at it from a marketing perspective, Beyonce's album was marketed great. Like, she was on tour when she dropped her album. So my album's on iTunes with a video for each joint. So I think that Kanye is looking at it in that big picture. But if we strip down all that stuff, strip it down Beyonce dropping the album on iTunes, strip down her being on tour when she dropped it, and all that stuff, if we just look at just the music, musically, Beck plays 14 instruments, and there's nothing messing with that because that's one person. Word. Beyonce needs 4 people to write one song. Now, I don't want the Beehive getting mad at me, so, you know, I don't know if we have...
Beehive, please don't attack Nimbus.
Please do not attack me. Like, I don't...
Beehive might be on attack, you know they...
Yeah, I want no quarrels with you.
Kanye is the president and CEO of the Beehive, so you might get a phone call. I noticed you got a couple features on some of your tracks, so who is somebody that you'd like to work with in the current industry? It could be upstart, it could be somebody who's already mainstream, popular. Who'd you like to work with?
The one person I appreciate their art the most is this dude from Philadelphia. His name is Assad. Okay. They call him Saudi Money. Now, I've met Assad on many different occasions. We've had conversations. I even rapped for him and his manager. I think Assad is like, he's very truthful in his music. Okay. So I'd love to work with Assad. And if we're talking to somebody on the higher scale, I would probably have to say Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco or Doom. Lupe Fiasco or Memphis Doom. One of those two. Or Q-Tip. Q-Tip. Oh, I'm a big Q-Tip fan.
Okay. Recently, I was reading an article in Complex. You talking about Lupe. I was reading an article in Complex, and they kind of said that Lupe was the sacrificial lamb for conscious rappers that are popular now, like the Coles, the Kendricks, the Wales. And he kind of was the person who jumped over the gate just to find out that on the other side, they're slaying people. Do you agree with that statement? Do you think Lupe was sacrificial lamb? Because now it's like Lupe drops a whole bunch of conscious music, but nobody's really listening to him.
That's like spot on. I think it is. I think that Lupe kind of tarnished his brand. I think that's what it is for the most part. Lupe's music is still outstanding. Every album that he's dropped has been fire. He can still spit. One of the best Spitting Failure is one of the most like hip hop and like best metaphorical tracks I've ever heard in my life. But honestly, Lupe just needs to stay off Twitter. He needs to keep his mouth shut sometimes. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, he messes his brand up sometimes when he talks too much. And when you talk too much, it's like we are in a image-based like culture. People are like, oh, you're talking too much. Like, you know, I don't like you. And in Chinese culture, if you talk too much, like.
Nobody likes emotional Twitter rappers.
They don't like emotional Twitter rappers. That's the end of the day. That's what it is.
Word.
Still bought Lupe's album though. So.
Real talk. Tattooing youth. We're gonna take a quick break. I want you guys to catch this segment after the jump.
To the pit of flames.
You niggas got them Pepe Le Pew bars, you know they really stink. My girls washing they minks, stinky furs is in the sink. We been fighting for some weeks, my bitch is tripping on no acid. Always sexing in the bed, pussy wetter than Lake Placid. Her titties are silicone, but she always real, no plastic. I showed her a magic trick, bird bitches just had her gasping. Always keep out Buterol, I'm an asthmatic assassin. Exhaling through these balls, if they drugs then I'd be relapsing. Incidental comatose, eating cantaloupes, why I can't elope. Eat a bitch's heart out like animals or a cannibal. Sign over my heart in red envelopes, where's the antidote? I thought I had press passes, but really it seems my love's revoked. So I just caught your hints, they said that roses smell like mints. Toss them in my mouth, let's hope these Tic Tacs don't hit a miss. I can't see the future, but really this ignorance is bliss, cause looking back.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that segment. I got one more segment with my guest, Nimbus. Real quickly, we're gonna do one of my favorites, rapid fire. Okay. Basically, I'm gonna give you a choice of 2 artists, and you pick one that you prefer over the other.
All right, cool.
But it's gonna happen fast. It's rapid fire.
Let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Drake versus Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Okay. Ferg versus Rocky.
Ferg.
Okay. Doom or Fiasco.
Doom.
Okay. Pusha T or Big Sean.
Pusha.
Okay. Lupe or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
All right. Shout out my boy Nimbus. This was the 3rd episode of In the Den with MusaMajic. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MusaMajic, magic with a J. Shout out my man Ninja Nimbus, Young Nimbus, Seth Roth Nimbus, whatever you want to call him. Hey man, it's great to have you on the show. You definitely did your thing. Tune in to the next episode of MusaMajic coming real soon. Make sure y'all check out my man website, No New Nimbus. I'm MusaMajic. This is In the Den with MusaMajic. We're out.
Well, nah, 6 in forever. Rock a block, Rockefeller.
I'm feeling it. Feel the back,
Keep it real with the
feeling it. Feel the
Marcy.
legs pushing up on the
I'm
feeling it.
Feel
Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel like